live on BBC Radio Lincoln with the Lincoln City manager Michael Appleton. You had a game where you're going to really look at your squad and ask questions of your squad. What can you do for us today? And your squad has answered it, haven't they, today?
Yeah, I mean there was definitely lots of positives today. It was strange really, because we went from being really good in spells of the game to being not so great at all and poor at times, but managed the game throughout that time when we weren't playing particularly well. But some of our attacking play, in both halves really, but especially in the second half, was very good.
And what was pleased as well is that perhaps if there was a criticism, you created a lot of chances and haven't taken other games. Today, pretty much everything you created, you've taken.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit critical at half time about us not being clinic enough, and I know we're 2-0 up, but I felt we should have been 3 or 4-0 up, and then the game's done then, and there's none of them getting back into the game, but we certainly did that, and they answered them questions in the second half, like you said.
Your captain today, what a performance, what a goal.
Yeah, listen, obviously everyone knows what I think of George. Obviously he's capable of playing in numerous positions for us. His energy and work rate compared to when I first come in is unrecognisable, and he's got that quality. For me, I think he can do more of that. He can let it go, and the best thing about it is he's not tried to burst the ball. It looks like that way because it's still travelling as it's going in the goal, but there's a controlled manner to the way he struck it, which was pleasing.
And I remember talking to you in the summer and you said there's one player, if we can get him, he's really special. You're smiling, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Brendan. What a performance from him, what a great goal as well.
Yeah, it was an incredible goal, fantastic goal, and the pleasing thing is he finished the job off, because he's done that quite a few times in the short spell he's been with us already, where he's gone past 3 or 4, and then whether he's tried to pass at a time when he should have shot, or shot when he should have passed. Don't get me wrong, he's created numerous opportunities for us, but the fact that he finished that work off, and it was a great finish, as well as obviously the build up to it.
And I just think the goals from Anthony, I mean, what's great from him is that he's had to perhaps sit on the bench a bit when he might feel as a player I want to be on the pitch, and yet he's when he comes on he's made his point.
Yeah, and as well, and it's important for him because I did say to him a couple of weeks back, listen, assists are as good as goals, these days, and there's been occasions so far this year where he's come off the bench or where it may be, and for me, I felt a little bit selfish at times when people are in better positions to go and pass, but the last couple of games, I thought he was one of our best players against Portsmouth the other night. I thought he was one of the ones who really stood up to it, and then I thought his performance today was good. I thought in the first half he was one or 2 players who drove us forward in the first half, so delighted he got on the score sheet, but not obviously once but twice. Yeah.
And you had a 17-year-old at centre half. I know he's played full back as well. It's his position. How do you feel he did today? Yeah,
mixed, and he'll probably tell you that. There's bits of his game which was very good, and then bits of his game that we definitely have to get out of him. Sounds crazy me saying it, you guys probably saying it, but I think he looks too long too soon. Tries to play too long. I think there's good footballers now around him. He'll take the ball off him, and he needs to recognise that. And if they're not too sure, they'll play it back into him. And listen, he's work in progress. He's 17 years old. He'll get better and better. Days like today are brilliant for his education, and luckily, he's got an experienced centre half in Jacko next to him as well.
And one of the really deserves a mention in dispatches, your right back today, Harry. I mean, an incredible performance, and it feels to us like maybe he had to initially sort of prove himself to you and prove that he could be the player you wanted him to be.
Yeah, absolutely, and I did say to him, we would use him sparingly at times as a full-back, depending on who we were playing against. I think it helps us when we're playing against the side that play free centre halves and they're playing with wing backs, because H then has got no one really to mark. He's just got to deal with runs coming from deep areas which you can see and deal with. But obviously we know what we will get from H in that full-back position is a lot of energy, up and down, powerful running, and as he's going through that last one, I think it was Jonah, I can't remember, it was School's goal that he created. The only thing I was saying to myself when I was standing on the sideline, show composure now, show composure. And fair play to him, he did. He picked Scholes out and he scored the goal. So I must give a mention to Max as well. Max has been out for a while now, and we're not seeing much of him. I thought defensively he was outstanding. I thought he started a lot of our attacks from stepping in and stepping forward. So for as much as H was very, very good on one side, I thought he was well balanced with Max on the other side.
And this could have easily been a knock you out type of game, couldn't it? You got the injuries, and that must be great that you're in the draw now Monday. And I guess you just want a home tie, really.
Yeah, I'd just be delighted with a home tie. Obviously today, like you say, could have quite easily have been an upset, and I'm sure, I've not looked actually, but I'm sure there's upsets up and down the country as we speak. Just thankful that we weren't one. Thankful that we turned up. We played quite well. And then we're in the hat for Monday, like you say.
Yeah, Lincoln looked like the League One side, they look like the League Two side. That's not being horrible, it's just how it looked.
No, yeah, and listen, we've got quality, and we've got quality in depth, and it's a little bit of belief at times. Obviously, there was certain parts of the game against Portsmouth the other night where I thought we lacked a little bit of belief and self-belief in the team, and that was a big sort of talking point for me. If you're going to come up against some of the sides like we did midweek, you've got to show that belief and that almost personality on the pitch. But I thought the players showed personality today. I'm
sure a lot of Lincoln fans want me to say thank you, because I think they're probably finding this month quite hard, so hopefully your team will put a smile on their face for a day.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, no, obviously it's a difficult time for everybody, and at least they got an opportunity to watch the draw now on Monday, and hopefully, if we get a home tie, it means no travelling for us, and an opportunity to possibly, like everybody who's in the second round, have that opportunity to play in the third round.